Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Professor Cheeseburger once more. Last time we were going to break into the Shinra building, and this time we're actually going to do it. So here we go. I did not save, though. I just remember that. Don't need to. Probably be fine either way. But it's always a good idea to save. We don't have to break in, but we're gonna. Guess everybody's gonna run away. Except for these two guards, even though 4 people attacked us. Okay, so... Oh, those aren't the ones. There is an enemy. There is at least one enemy in this that we need to steal from. And it's not that guy. Rude. That's what you get. Light you on fire, you're gonna throw a grenade at Tifa. Got it. Limit break. Her full combo is like pretty powerful. Alright, so we're not gonna go to the top right away. First, we're gonna have a little fun. Because watch, look, there's everybody here. And you can just chase them around, except for that guy apparently. Also, we need to talk to this billboard. And by talk, I mean read the billboard, not talk. I think the first few times I didn't want to break in the front. I was just like, I don't know what's happening. I just want to just get up there, so we're going to sneak in. That's probably the better option. But now I'm just like, busting in gets the rewards, you know? You get cool stuff for breaking in. Should maybe remove the cover material from Tifa, but actually I should probably put it on Barrett. I'm gonna do that, actually. Let's give her the sense materia. There it is. Turtles Paradise number 2. Where is Turtles Paradise? Well, it's gonna be a while before we find that out. You know what? That guy is free to sit there. But we're gonna chase these guys around. Yeah, that's right. I think they show back up, but I don't care that much. Alright, so we come over here and go to the gift shop. Right. Even though we could have, and it would save me a lot of money. Be pretty cool, in fact. No, I'm kidding. Now you might think, look, treasure chests. I don't know what that really meant, but yeah, we can't open those chests right now. So we'll have to do it a little bit later. Kudos to her for, even though the enemy is right there and she's absolutely terrified, she's not abandoning her post. Alright, so here we are on the 3rd floor. Now we've got to get up to the 59th. A ruckus. Really? Oh, they're about to have a bonding moment. Come on. Okay, so a number of things can happen here. But the most often thing that's going to happen is a fight. Fight. I think there's one random event that I know of that will happen. Let's just attack with Barret. Bolt. And there we go. We got our first grenade. He changed. He goes from super powerful enemy to really fast one. Like the red one causes bigger damage. The other one is really hard to hit with your normal attack. It's better to just use Bolt. Alright, so... what's next? 26. Okay. I hope we get the random thing. I don't think we will, though. I had no idea this ever happened, any of this, when I first played this. It's really interesting to go back and replay games like this, where the story is pretty much the same, but just little details that just change the story in not major ways, but little ways that make you think, huh, I kind of would like to know what happens if you say this or that. You know, things like that add replayability to this, I think. Alright, what do you think? What's the next floor? 30-something? We just stopped at 26. 37, maybe? 35. I was wrong. Keep hoping that guy is going to show up. I don't want to give it away unless we get to the 59th floor. I'm not going to give it away. I'll just have that kind of thing just floating around Shinra. Alright. 40-something? What do we think? 40... let's say... 48. Oh, so close. Nope, still not. You know, Tifa used to cover a lot more Barret. Just saying. Alright, Tifa, take him down. Doesn't matter, because now Tifa's gonna get the kill. Boom. Alright. Are we gonna hit 59, or are we gonna hit somewhere in the low 50s? 59. Cool. So... alright, 59 is end of the road. So, we have two options. Go over there and fight those guys. What are we doing? We're going really, really far down. Because that elixir isn't in the middle, or isn't like towards the top, it's in the middle. But you get the items, man. As soon as we get it, though, we'll turn around. But I really do think that this is like 60 floors. But whoever had to carry these boxes up, because I haven't seen anything that looks like it might be a door. Whoever had to carry those boxes and all this other stuff that's just lying in the stairwell. That sucks, buddy. I know, it's a long way down. Why would I do this? It's just an elixir. But it's still an elixir. It fully heals one character, all HP and MP. Seemingly useless, but not at the same time. Gee whiz, I forgot how far down this thing is. I probably didn't want you to... They probably wanted to discourage it. I know, and we have to run all the way back up. I don't even know how many times I did the other way and then realized I could probably do this. There it is. Yeah, we gotta go all the way back up. That's your only reward for going this way. Only one. Well, and some just funny dialogue with Tifa and Barrett. And the remake has an achievement to get up to the top before Tifa. And I've played through that chapter a couple of times, and I'm like, how do you beat her? Like, what? She's so much, like, you're faster than her at first. But the game makes you painfully aware of how far it is pretty quickly. In this, you can just keep going. You just keep running. Look at that. Our boy Cloud just ran down some stairs, and now he's running right back up. I mean, I ain't doing this, I'm doing this. But in this version, they do run up. Tifa is still faster. Barrett is not very fast. Still, it's still pretty funny. Almost wish I had done it, but I like the other way a little bit better. Mostly because I forget to get that Turtles Paradise poster. What's it for? Well, we'll find out one day. If we ever get to the top of these stairs, I'm sorry guys, I figured this would be a little bit easier. I didn't realize it was like 5 or 6 areas down. So none of these really indicate that we're at a doorway. There's one, because we're at the top finally. All right. And yet somehow we're gonna start fighting again. Yeah. I run like roller skates or something. I don't know. I kind of had to make the enemies unique and stand out a little bit in these versions. Yes, they're definitely on roller skates. Yeah, see, they're pretty fast. And we're gonna go ahead and big shot the back guy, get some good damage on him. Does Tifa have? No, she doesn't. Very fast. They're also getting strong here. Ooh. Alright, so now to make our way up to the 70th. Alright, so we got the key card, so now we can ascend. But we gotta take the special elevator. But we can only go to the first floor, to the 59th, or the 60th. Which apparently this takes a long time. You gotta talk to them, and now we're here. That guard is falling asleep. If they've got cameras in the Shinra Building, why wouldn't they have cameras in the reactors? They address that in the remake, and I love that. Apparently those are people, but I don't understand. Like, I can't really tell what those guys look like. Alright, so we don't have to fight here. What I mean, you gotta stay here. And now we have to signal. Yep, that's how we do it. This one is the easy one. Now it's Tifa's turn. Otherwise we gotta fight and go all the way back to the beginning. Or at least to the middle, I think. These guys are way more serious about their job. Watch out, that guy goes first. Get in there, Barrett. Alright, we got one. There we go, we did it. Alright, 60th floor. Hey look, this one just happens to be open. So this is one of those things where you have to actually talk to people. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, my wife came out and I gave an emphatic yeah just as she came out and asked me a question. Alright, so here is a fun little mini game. I hated this one at first, but now this is the mayor. I love how they expanded him to be like a secret member of Avalanche in the remake. That's why he's so friendly to you. Okay. Okay, so we have to guess a password, right? So look, we're in the Peace Preservation Weapons Development and Research Lab, right? Materia production and military uses, yep. Reactor construction chart, maybe. Yep. Peacekeeping law, yep. Ranks, extended use of Mako, yep. Anti-Shinra activities, that seems like it belongs in here. But the reactor construction charts. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is the number 5 count in that file. 2, 3, 4, 5 T. I'm pretty sure this is how that works. It's been a minute since I've done this. And it's going to equal to one of those words. So this is the space room. Yep. 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 Special peacekeeping law, that doesn't go in here. TE. Alright, what's this room? I didn't look. This is the science one. Ancients, yep. Dr. Gast. I think it's this one. 6. So I. TI. Something I already forgot, guys. We're doing great. Okay. This is the Urban Planning Division. Did I do something wrong? Biological characteristics of the ancients. That doesn't go in here, that goes in the science room. I think I know what it is, because I'm pretty sure there's some sort of glitch where it's almost always this one, but I've had other ones before. So we're going to go back in here and verify some things. Yep. T. What am I missing here? I'm missing something. Okay, so also this guy helps. So he offers help, but okay, so yep, this is the urban development. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It's just that first room, the peace preservation room, that's really throwing me off. Or was it up here? Seven. So, do I need to look on the plaque out here? No, I don't think so. I think I know what the word is. So we're just going to go over here and tell him what I'm pretty sure the word is. Darn. Darn it. Darn it. I can't remember what he gives you if you... I don't know that it's worth it. It might be. So anyway, the 65th floor is the next one we have a key card for, but here is an important floor. Okay, so there are items in those. Well, in this machine. Okay, so we can open up 3 doors. Where's the first one? Is it this one? Yes. This one. Okay, come in here, get a coupon. Climb in, obviously, even though we're not supposed to. This one actually took me a little bit to figure out. I don't even know if I did figure it out as a kid. I think I had to look it up because I was just like, I really want to know what, like, get all 4 of these items, or 3. Get all 3 of these items. Alright, and then here's door 3. So now we got all 3 items, or coupons. Now we go down here, I think. Yep. And there we go. Coupon exchange. Star pendant, 4 slots, and all materia. Yep, because we got all 3. The all clear would reset the doors, basically. Hey, we got all materia now! Yay! Okay, so the 4 slots, let's give to Barrett. It's a little bit weaker, but it does have 4 slots. And protects against poison. We'll give that to Cloud for now. Okay, so let's give him Cure All, put cover back on. Oh, I don't think I've explained that. If you don't know, the little connection right there between these 2, as opposed to like Barrett's that are just by themselves, that's how you can do things like this. Because if I just put Cure here and All here, they're not going to do anything. They're not connected. And there's plenty of other combinations, but now this Cure All will actually work. Hopefully I don't sell this one. I'm still not happy about that, but, you know, mistakes happen. I'm going to live with it. Okay, so this is the exercise room. We can get some rest in here for free. Take some, you know, take a nice little nap. Save our game, which is always nice to do. Nope. As you can tell, I've played this game a lot. Okay, so there's a couple of things in here we can do. One is come to these lockers. There's a couple of them that are unlocked. There's one. Now there's another one that I know of. That one. That's something for later. So we cannot get that now, but we'll get it later. I thought there was a... There it is. Okay, so we've done that. Now in here, we can hop on this treadmill. Can run. I don't think it actually does anything. And I think now we're kind of stuck on it until Cloud just says, should I get off of this thing? Yeah. Better quit. Again, I really don't think there's anything of it. We can talk to people. Yeah, see, look, she's really nice. She just says, do whatever you want, use the machines. She's just kind of, you know. But what? I wonder if I can get my money back from her. Nope. So you do that, you bang on it. Now watch her for a second. Yeah, now she runs. You got her running because of that. Unfortunately, I don't get my money back. Good old Shinra Inc. for you. Stealing your money whenever they can. Even from their own employees. That wasn't worth $250, but I showed you guys something. Alright, so this floor actually has enemies. Those guys are looking at us saying, we're gonna beat you down, boys. Even though they only did 7 damage. Pathetic. Yeah, it still costs us MP to do that, though. Those enemies freak me out, where they wait until after the attack and then it goes back to normal and you're like, hello, are you dead? Why won't you die? Okay, so here's a model. Not recently updated. Now, where's the first one? We gotta find the chest in the correct order. Here's the first. It's never easy. You gotta find the right place for it. Yeah, we have to solve this puzzle in order to get the next key while fighting enemies. Oh, so you see how Cloud's limit bar is a little bit redder? Or pinker, I guess? That's because he has the Fury status. So things are going to be a little bit stronger to him, but his limit gauge is going to fill up like crazy. Also, Tifa's limit break, you don't get to pick the targets. She just attacks whoever she feels like. And now Tifa has Fury. Oh, we're getting closer. Hey, I remembered first try. I think those two go back and forth for a little bit. This is kind of annoying because it's just a lot of back and forth, but hey, I still do it. I'm just like, why would Shinra do this? I do like that they moved this down to the 60-something floor. So the 61st, I think, or 62nd, along with some other things in the remake. Although not like this, exactly. Alright, one more. I don't know much about Sector 6. I think they just never got to finishing it, or something happened and it collapsed on its own. But yeah, that's why there's all that construction equipment in Sector 6. Like outside of Wall Market, the place between Aerith's and the Sector 7 gate, that's Sector 6 basically. Oh, he disappeared. Of course he did. Because he knows what's coming. Great. We wasted some MP there. About 4. Bye-bye, thing. Oh, or not. I spoke too soon. Ugh. Gets me every time. I'm like, hello, are you dead? There we go. Leveling up. Alright, let's finish this model off, go get that chest, and get on up to the next floor. And there we go. It is complete. Much as it can be, I guess. Now we can go up one more floor. Whoa, the bigwigs. So I guess we gotta get in that board meeting, huh? What's this guy doing? I don't know what that guy was all about. See, they're all telling you something. Where's that guy going? Is he going to the bathroom too? Yeah, I flushed the toilet. Yep, we're climbing up. Because we gotta listen in on that meeting. Only 5. That's a lot of kill. Ooh, the Neo Midgar plan. What is that? Reeve is in charge of urban planning. Scarlet, the blonde with the red dress, is advanced weapons and materia, basically. Research. Heidegger is peace preservation. Palmer, the one in the brown suit, is the space. Space development people. And then President Shinra. There's also one more branch that we don't have. Yeah. Oh, who is this? He is Hojo, the 5th member, in charge of the science division, I guess. He's a very cynical man, or sadistic man, I guess. Probably because you guys have an air vent connected straight to the bathroom. So we're gonna follow him. Oops. Yep, Cloud's just gonna crawl backwards. I've always thought this looks funny. Just him climbing up and down into it. Okay. There's Hojo. I guess we're gonna follow him. For some reason, he just leaves doors open, making it extremely convenient for us while this person wonders what we're doing. Okay, so we close the door behind him. Alright, we're in for a treat here in a minute. Shinra's Science Department. But it wasn't. Alright, so there's a lot that's going to happen here that is confusing. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. I don't know what he was doing with this experiment. So how does nobody notice Cloud just right there? He's not hiding particularly well. Who's that? Precious specimen. Uh-oh, what does Cloud notice? Over. That took a long time to understand what that picture was. Cloud is having an episode right here. It just fell right there. This whole thing's stupid. Let's just keep going. Like, Cloud, don't even look at it. It's not that big a deal. Oh, right. So we have poison materia, which coming up here won't be of much help. It would have if I got the materia I think we would have gotten if I had gotten the thing right the first time. Hey, look who it is. It's Aerith. He doesn't even know. He just does whatever. Basically saying, I'm going to do this experiment because you can't open the door without me. Well, Aerith looks like she's in trouble. Help what? Oh. This gunfire didn't break the glass, but it did something. Made him open it. Where that dog thing is attacking Hojo now. You're welcome. Yeah, that red dog talked. Alright, so who are we kicking out of the party? Let's do... Can't remember who has what. Here. I guess we'll keep him as Red 13. There have been a couple of times I've renamed him to be his actual name, but Red 13 is... Now I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna keep it as Red 13. Good choice. Even though Barrett has Cure All. So you can kill those little things, but he'll just keep bringing them back. I think I messed up. Forgot to get something. I didn't think so. Alright. And that helped. I do find it interesting that when they're poisoned, their eyes don't actually change. Okay. The unfortunate thing is attacks don't do a lot because he's in the back row. So you pretty much have to rely on magic and limit breaks. Alright, so let's use some more fire. Oof. She is just getting all the limit break usage today. Ooh! Double critical. Whoever that hits is gonna hurt. Alright, got rid of one. Why don't I want to get rid of two? No. It doesn't matter. But that's okay. Gee whiz. Oh, messed up. Ooh, we can see a Red 13's limit break too. Oops, wrong person. Well, hopefully one or both of these will kill him. Both. Yeah, so you kill him, you kill all of them. I'll take that either way. I got a talisman, got a new party member, and some materia in there. Alright, here we go to the two groups. So who do we keep? Who do we get rid of? I want Aerith because she is level 10. But then who next? I want Barrett because he has less health. Or not health. He doesn't have his second limit break. She doesn't need that. He needs that. Okay, and then we just... So here's where this comes in handy. This little menu right here allows us to do this. And unequip all of our party members that we're not using. So I don't care about that sense because this one has a little bit more AP on it. So let's do this. But instead, she's got 2 fires. So let's swap that out with the clouds. I mean, I guess technically we can just put it there just to have it. But whatever. All right. Why the 66th floor? Because we gotta go down. Oh yeah. Enemy skill, what is that? So we'll go ahead and get rid of this, put that on, boom. What does that do? Enemy skill is a great materia. If the enemy uses certain moves, we basically absorb those moves and can use them. And those skills will pop up in that little menu right there, along with a little star. There's a lot of them. Some of them are pretty useful. Some of them not. But still, sometimes this can be useful. Not all the time. I won't sit here and say that it's always useful, but oops. Okay, let's go over this way actually. Real quick, I want to grab these potions. Talk to this guy. And now we have the key card. So now we can actually leave this floor. the leave it once signs. I forgot about these things. Hey look, that one's got it too. I think they come up with different things sometimes, but I'm not 100% about that. Oh. That's no fun. Hey, it came up with something different. Alright. What about fire? What about ice? Not bolt. Okay, fire does it. Bolt does not, though. It's one of the few machine things that is not weak to bolt. Bye-bye, thing. Cool. Alright, so we go down here, go through these, I don't know what they're for, and get these potions. So I think we'll go ahead and cap it here because there's a lot going on in the next one. So we'll try to get out of here, and we will, well, we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys.